Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got one of my favorite gaming projects for you today, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, today we're going to be covering MYRIA. It's been a long time since I've covered MYRIA on my channel, mostly because I covered it a lot last year when I first started out my channel. It's one of the first gaming tokens that I've had in my portfolio for this bull run. It's one that I'm still extremely bullish on. I have a good amount of MYRIA in my portfolio, and I may even add some more because it's come down to the price point where almost to the point where my dollar cost average was last year when I got into it before we had that big gaming pump towards the end of the year. And I was telling everybody back then, you know, I think you're foolish if you don't have some MYRIA in your portfolio. It's dirt cheap. And then sure enough, it took off quite a bit from there. But let's jump into it. All right, so first of all, over the markets here, we are over the 2 trillion market cap with total crypto here. Bitcoin over 56,000. I don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. We could get rejected off some certain levels here and then go even lower. It's possible that we go into the low 40,000 range. If that happens, I think it's going to postpone the bull run a little bit, but I don't think the bull run will be over. It's just going to be extremely painful, especially for alts. Let's jump into MYRIA here. So MYRIA currently at a 43 million market cap. The price on it is just under 0.2 of a penny here. If you look at over the course of the last year or so here, back in July of last year is when it was at its all-time low. It was 1.2 of a penny here. And, that was when I was adding a bunch of it to my portfolio in this range here, and I stacked up on it. And once I filled my bags on MYRIA, I started adding some others like GFAL and so on. But, it's still almost down to that range here. I think, if we look at the last 7 days, it got down to like 0.0015, which is my dollar cost average on it. And, this is still a fantastic buying zone for MYRIA. I don't think you can go wrong by adding some to your portfolio at these prices. That's not financial advice, guys. It's just my personal opinion. I think it's a great gaming project, and I think MYRIA is likely to get into the billions of market cap potentially this bull run here, especially fully diluted. So if you look at the market cap here, it got up to 228 million market cap, but that's not fully diluted, 500 million or somewhere in that range. So, but I do think MYRIA will get, hopefully into the billions of market cap just because of what Gala did last bull run. There's no guarantee of that because there are, like a lot of people are worried about, there are a ton of more gaming projects, so there may be some more dilution of the value. But it really depends on how this market does. If we get a bunch of new adoption in the space, which we typically do each bull run, then it may not matter at all. I think when gaming pumps and we get some good Web3 games out there that become popular and become the mainstream, I think crypto gaming is going to absolutely explode. But no promises of that, of course. Nobody knows for sure. Nobody has a crystal ball. If you go to their website here, they have updated the website from a while ago. So, they're talking about they've got over 2 million player wallets created, thousands of developers, and, they did that 10x speed to launch where you can launch quicker on their platform here, and then they try to reduce their development cost by 96%. And I know some people that have some MYRIA nodes, and those have been paying out a ton of tokens for them over the course of the last year or so since they got into them when they first launched. Right now they're really expensive. I don't know how much they are. We could check that out on here. So current price on these nodes is 6,400, so they are kind of expensive right now. I would not recommend buying one at this price. When they first launched, maybe it was better because you could have accumulated the tokens this whole time with those nodes. Now the token price is so low, it's more beneficial to buy the token rather than the nodes, in my opinion. I do have a lot of crypto nodes, and I think they're good long term, but only if you get in them early and only if you're buying in the first couple of tiers. Once they get up in price, it takes a long time typically to get your investment back before you're generating passive income from them. Some people don't like crypto nodes at all. They think they're a scam. I don't think they're a scam. I just think they're different. I just think they're a different method of getting into the project early. And if the project does really well and succeeds, it could be really profitable. You just don't know how things are going to go with them. So, like anything crypto, it's higher risk. But I do like nodes, and I do like that generating passive income. And one good thing about the nodes is you're not forced to sell all of your tokens if you have a certain amount of tokens, number one, you don't get scared out of your bags because you're constantly generating the token throughout all the price fluctuations in the bull run. So you can literally sell your tokens all the way up to the peak and continually cash out your tokens in the bull run throughout all the way up to the peak. And then if we get a crash and the market's over, you've cashed out all the way up, and you should be in some serious profit by then, potentially, not guaranteed, of course, depending on how the token does. But you're not going to miss out on the peak if you're cashing out your nodes, every week, 2 weeks, monthly during the bull run cycle. And, if we get those big crashes, then maybe you don't cash out if you get a 30-40% correction on it. Maybe wait until a recovery and then cash out some. It's up to you what you want to do with them, but that's why I like nodes. It kind of forces you to hold on to your tokens throughout the stages of the bull run and could potentially help you cash out some tokens at the peak of the market, which is very difficult to do because you don't know when the peak is. This way, if you're cashing out on the way up, you're constantly taking out profits. Once the node's paid for, then it's all profit from there on out. So we'll jump into their X page here. As you can see, they do have 229,000 followers. I think this one's going to do really well. They're followed by Aether and Metastrike and a bunch of other projects that I follow. MYRIA is one of the biggest gaming projects out there. They have just a massive amount of partnerships, and I think it's going to do extremely well. I think the gaming pump we saw last year was just a tiny little taste of what's going to happen when we get the real bull run. That's my opinion on it. I think gaming is going to absolutely explode along with artificial intelligence and deep in and art, real world assets and other crypto narratives. But they did launch ERC20 token support recently, and this is good that they're that they have that support now. So it's just not the MYRIA network, and this was the announcement for that. But if you look at their post here, they are partnered with this ABD 360 Cricket here. That's one of the games on their platform. They made this announcement on here. But if you check this out here, this guy's got 9.7 million followers. So, just goes to show you the huge exposure that MYRIA is getting because of this game. Right now, crypto gaming is dead, so not a lot of reactions and interaction with this yet, but because crypto gaming is dead. But they do have this mobile app for this guy, and he is, I believe, and I'm not familiar with cricket, so I could be wrong on this, but I believe he's the biggest or one of the biggest cricket players in the world. So, MYRIA, I think, is personally a fantastic gaming project that everyone should have in their portfolio. I would rather have MYRIA in my portfolio than Gala. I actually sold my Gala when they had the lawsuit FUD last year. No offense, Gala, nothing against your project, but that scared me. I don't want to be involved in something that could potentially have a bunch of, things going wrong with it in the background with all the allegations that were being made. But I sold my Gala and actually, moved it into MYRIA and I think a few other, maybe GFAL and so on. But I think MYRIA is the way to go for that. I think GFAL is also a fantastic gaming project, and it is also at an excellent buy right now if you're looking to get into that one. But I'm a little bit more bullish on MYRIA than GFAL right now, even though GFAL has an absolutely fantastic team. But it really just depends on everything. But, MYRIA has the big gaming platform. I think they could potentially be the Gala of this bull run, but we'll see how it plays out here. Sorry, guys, I'm not feeling too great. I actually have COVID. My son got it a few days ago, and I'm getting it now. I can feel it. I can feel COVID kicking in. You get that sore throat feeling and headache and all that, so it hasn't fully hit me yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be making videos over the next couple of days. It depends on how I'm feeling. Hopefully I don't feel any worse than I am right now. We'll just have to see here, but I'll try to get videos out in the next few days if I'm feeling up to it. If I'm not, I apologize ahead of time, but I am just coming down with it today, so we'll see what I'm feeling like tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week here. He had 103 fever, and we had to get him into the doctors and get seen because Motrin and Tylenol wasn't getting his fever down, but we managed to finally get it down, and he's doing good now. He's his normal self, so he's going to be going back to school here hopefully tomorrow on Friday once this video comes out. But it spreads around. Me and my wife are getting it now, and hopefully the rest of the kids don't get it. I'm sure they will, but it is what it is when you got a big family, and school's just started last week, and here we are, COVID floating around again and getting everybody sick. Next it'll be flu season. That's already starting, so hopefully that doesn't come around and hit us too, but we'll see. But you guys with kids, you know what it's like. You know, you get hit every time school season comes around. It's flu season and COVID season now. So but that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. I really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.